Hi, this is Carol Morio. I've got a 4-part Smart Notebook tutorial for you today that involves grouping, adding sound to an object, using Activity Builder, and locking. This particular video will highlight Part 1, grouping. Let's go ahead and take a look at our example activity. This example activity is asking students to drag the numbers to the correct box. For grouping, you'll notice that the boxes down below as I click are actually two separate objects with a text label. As I click, you can see the marquee boxes around each of the objects. The idea with grouping is that we would like the word odd to be permanently affixed to the box so that it appears to be one object. In order to do this, we're going to select the word odd with our mouse so that we can see the marquee box around it. You can then press the Shift key on your keyboard and select the object for the box. Once they're both selected with the marquee box around the outside edge, you can click the drop-down arrow for the context menu for either of the two objects. You'll notice Group is one of the choices. Select Group. You can also use the keyboard shortcut. If you use this feature frequently, you may want to use the keyboard shortcuts. Now if you'll take a look, as I'm clicking the object, it appears as all one object. If I select the word odd, it does not have a separate marquee box around it. Just one marquee box around the entire object of the box and its associated text. Let's go ahead and repeat the process with the box and the even label. Now in the previous example, I showed you how to select one, hold the Shift key, and select the other. There's also another way to do this. You can click and drag your mouse from the upper corner outside of one object down and across to the lower corner of the other to select both objects, and you'll know when you've selected them because you'll have the marquee box around both objects. When you've done this, release your mouse. You'll see they're both selected. At this point, the process is exactly the same as we did for the previous set of objects that we grouped. Click the drop-down arrow for the for the context menu, choose Group, and choose Group again, or master the keyboard shortcuts to save time. They now all appear as one object. This concludes the tutorial for grouping. The next video will show you the next steps for adding sound to the same slideshow. Thank you for listening.